Maybe we can steal some people from, you'll sort it out. All right. Let's get started. Hi, everyone. My name is James. In case you wonder what you have signed up for, it's a game that was created in Japan a number of years ago called the Sustainable Development Goals game. Curiously enough, it's about the UN-inspired Sustainable Development Goals in the form of a game. It's going to be a card-based game. I don't do training. I don't do lectures. I've run this game 150 times all over the world with different levels, with senior executives, government agencies, and primary school students. Curiously enough, the experience is equally powerful across all levels there as well. I am originally from New Zealand. I'm a Kiwi. And though I live in Hong Kong and have done for the last 25 years. How many of you have been to New Zealand? How many of you would like to go to New Zealand? Okay, that's more. Good. So I'm going to teach you your first Maori word. And the word is koru. And you're probably actually familiar with the koru because it represents a fern frond before it unfurls. Translate that. No, it's okay. That's right. A fern frond before it unfurls, and you'll find it in all kinds of cultures, but in the Maori culture, you'll find it in tattoos, carvings, the logo of Air New Zealand, for example, as well. And it represents strength, growth, and renewal. Seems appropriate for the organization I run, but also for what we're doing here these 2 days as well. Just for those of you who like an agenda, this is it. So I'm going to introduce a little bit about the SDGs. I have a feeling we can go more quickly through that with this group, give you the rules of the game, give you a chance to experience this through a facilitated gameplay. We'll take a short bio break, and the reason we also take a break is to separate you from the game world so that you can come back in and have a different perspective and a chance for reflection. If we just play the game and don't debrief or have a reflection, then it loses its power. The real power in this game is in the debrief and the reflection at the end. And we'll see if we can connect it into the rest of this conference that we're here at TEDx as well. Now, version 1 had us in 4 worlds. Now we're in 2 worlds. The game is actually designed for 50 people, 50. And when we have more than 50 people, we create separate worlds. So this is not like the Marvel multiverse. You're actually separate worlds. Everyone over here, you are in a world. And everything you need will be in that corner of the room. My request is you don't try and cross over into the multiverse. There's a red line. David and I are standing on the red line. None shall pass. I'm from New Zealand, so I have to do a Lord of the Rings reference. And on this side of the room, hi everyone, you're a separate world. They don't exist, okay, until later in the session as well. All your resources will be in that corner of the room where that cameraman's about to get very busy because you're going to be running at the table. Should make a good video, though. All right. What else is helpful? I need a willing... Thank you for being a willing volunteer. Tar, come and join me up here. Come on, Tar. So Tar and I are going to demonstrate what we want you to do. Can I just see your hands, Tar? All right. With this hand here, put your finger out. I'm not going to pull it. With this hand here, put your thumb up. Turn and face the group, just like me. All I want you to do is when I say go, just reverse the fingers on your hand like that. So go.
Really?
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. So, do you know what the secret is?
Yeah.
Don't look at your fingers. I find when you look at the problem head on, you get caught up in the problem. Sometimes it's best not to overthink it as well. They're having a laugh. Should we get them to do it as well? Okay. Yes. So with the people, thank you so much, Tar. With the people at your table, one thumb, one finger. And then all I want you to do is switch, 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 switch. If it's feeling uncomfortable, it means you're normal. If it's a challenge, it's okay. You're normal. There's always a couple of wonderful freaks in the room who can do it. Dun, 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 dun. Do it double time. Dun, dun. All right, shake your hands out. Shake your hands out. What you just did is, and by the way, some of the things I'm doing today as a facilitator, I want you to steal from me like an artist and make it your own. This is actually from a series of exercises called Brain Gym, designed to activate yourself, activate your brain with different actions that you can do. There's a whole series of ones that you can do and so on. But actually today in this whole TEDx countdown is a bit like this activity. You're going to sit and talk with people you know or get to know. Together, we're going to explore subject matter you're probably already familiar with, but the opportunity is to configure it in a way you haven't done before. Sit with people you don't normally sit with. Challenge each other with questions you don't often get a chance to ask. And at times, that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. Good, because that's where the learning happens. Sitting on a beach, drinking pina coladas, not much pressure, not much challenge. But I think when you are giving yourself a little bit of pressure, I want you to discover at the edges where that learning is. My job is not to take you out of your comfort zone. My job is just take you to the edges where the learning can take place as well. Here's another one you can steal from me. Clasp your hands like this. Now, I'd like you to reverse to the less dominant hand. Whoa. Go back to comfortable. Reverse to the less dominant hand. Did that feel weird? Good. Cross your arms and reverse. Oh. That's what change feels like. So when you are talking with people who are challenged by change, just do some simple activities and say, it's okay. Being uncomfortable with change is just part of the human condition and the experience that we're all going through as well. At your table, can you take 2 minutes and 12 seconds to just quickly introduce yourself and just share why you joined this workshop? It could be, there were seats available, James. Okay, that's fine. Or it might be you were curious about the topic. So can you just at a table for 2 minutes, 12 seconds, what's your name? Why did you join this workshop today? Off you go, 2 minutes, thank you. Dave. Who's running the tables? 30 seconds. "20 seconds, make sure you at least quickly introduce yourself. 20 seconds. This was the very efficient table over here. They've already introduced yourselves, yeah? Okay, thank you, all right. Hands up if you need more time. I'll give you 10 seconds. If you haven't had time, that's okay. You've got at least, according to the clock in front of me, 1 hour and 19 minutes to take time to introduce yourself. But let's move into a bit more of the workshop. Now, many of you are familiar with the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, but I'd like to know how much you know. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to raise or lower your hand based on how much knowledge you have about them. For example, if you were at the United Nations in 2015 writing the goals, your hand will probably be very high. If you have come to TEDx Countdown in Chiang Mai just to experience and learn a bit more, your hand might be a little bit closer to the table. So on the count of 3, can you show me how much or not so much you have? 1, 2, 3. Just show me with your hands. Look around the room. There's a nice wide variety of people with different experiences, yeah? And you can put your hands down now. That's what I like about this game. Whether you're an expert or new to the topic, it doesn't matter, because I'm not here to teach you what the SDGs are. I want you to experience them and how they might impact our world between now and the future. So what are they? They're a global plan of action. All the member nations agreed to it back in 2015. And we are right here in the middle in 2025. This is called the Decade of Action. But I think, as many of you know, the lack of action that's happening at a global level is somewhat scary. So is it decade of action or inaction? Let's discuss that over the next couple of days. For those who would like a quick refresher, here is a 2-minute video that was done in 2015 that will tell you everything you need to know about the SDGs.
This September, 193 countries will meet at the UN to adopt new global goals. These 17 goals provide a roadmap that will help the world achieve sustainable development. But what exactly is sustainable development and how does it affect us? Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. But what does that mean? Everyone understands the need to grow their economies, but not everyone takes into account the negatives that unbalanced economic growth can have on the environment and on people's well-being. It's time to change that by looking at the world in a different way. The Sustainable Development Goals will help us to do that. Sustainable development is about the big picture. It's about improving the lives of everyone, everywhere, and achieving all these things together. But it's also about the details. That means we want economies to grow, companies to thrive, and people to have decent work. We want to create new, innovative technologies, but not by harming the environment. We want everyone to have access to nutritious food regardless of where they live. We want affordable and quality education for everybody, not just a few. We want freedom of speech, but we don't want that to mean violence. But how can we achieve all of this, and where do we even start? Well, the 17 goals will mean member states, alongside civil society stakeholders and major groups, will be working together for the next 15 years, looking at ways we can do business differently so that everyone gains. With these 17 global goals as our guide, we can achieve sustainable development and live in a world where people and planet benefit. But we have to act now. This is the time for global action. To find out how you can get involved and learn more about the goals, go to www.un.org/sustainable development.
Or come to a TEDxChiangMai countdown. What is kind of scary is that though I love this video, it's 10 years old, but it's still relevant. And for many people, it's like, oh, that's interesting. I ran a program for an executive MBA group a few weeks ago, and I was asking how much they know. And they're like, didn't really know anything about the SDGs. Executives in multinational organizations still not knowing. It feels like a Facebook algorithmic bubble where everyone's sharing a common view, which is helpful for us, but maybe not for the rest of the world at this time of great need. So it's a plan of action. We talk about the 3 pillars: people, planet, prosperity. You've all seen this image and you're familiar with it, I'm sure. Just very quickly, it's no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water, and sanitation. But when I look at these first 6, many people that I speak to and work with often say, oh, this relates to developing nations or poorer nations. But I'm based in Hong Kong, population 7.5 million people. Do you know there are 1.4 million people in Hong Kong living below the relative poverty line? So it relates to all places in the world as well and impact us. But the next 6, affordable clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, are often ones that the corporates I work with, this is what they link their ESG reporting to as well. So it's more measurable, more relatable. But the last 5, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions are my personal favorite. Partnerships for the goal transcend borders. They affect all of us, regardless of what your beliefs are and where we might live. And of course, we're learning a lot about that already here at TEDx Countdown. So just quick summary, 17 goals. There's 169 targets, 232 indicators. That's as detailed as I get today. Today is not about deep diving into the metrics and the measurements, but rather it's an opportunity why even now the SDGs are useful and what's possible if we can use a framework like this or the new framework that will replace the SDGs in the next few years. In a way, I kind of think of it as a post-it note to-do list of actions, which is a nice way to think of how we might approach this. So who plays this game? We've run it with different government agencies and municipalities. We do it at open events. I run it with corporations. We do it at universities and high schools. And a few years ago, we ran it for elements of the General Assembly at the United Nations. To date, 450,000 people have played this game that you have never heard of. There are 1,000 facilitators in Japan. Now, if you want to know, can you saturate a market? There's your answer. It's still going strong. But only about 300 facilitators in the rest of the world. People like David and Martin and others are part of that story. And you already saw that the reason we're running the game here today is we're trying to do, in celebration of COP30, have 30 games being run simultaneously around the world. And in fact, right now, this young lady here, Christina from Brazil, is working over a few days in the blue and the green zone running games for youth groups as well as different corporates and government groups. So what is the game? It's very experiential. It's simulating what happens now until the year 2030 and beyond. So we're going to do some time travel. This world's going to do some time travel, and this world over here is going to do your own separate kind of time traveling as well. We don't need that, do we? Because we know what we're doing. All right, it's time. May I have my exchange table facilitators at their tables, please, ready with the gold cards. Gold cards. David, come on up. Let's go. Pick a table. So at the moment, you're sitting at a table. You're in a world, two worlds. And at your table, don't mix the cards up, don't mix the cards up, don't mix the cards up. Just make it even numbers, you'll be fine. At your table, you actually have two separate teams. And each team has two separate sets of cards. You have three sets? How did you get three sets? Where did the sets come from? Okay. Two sets, yeah. Where did the extra set come from? This is a very creative world over this side here. So let me take these away. You're going to have to separate. So if you're at a table of 4 people, 2 teams of 2 each. If you're at a table with 6 people, 3 in each team. What if you have 5? 2 in a team, 3 in a team. Maybe the 2 of you at this end are a team. Maybe the 3 at this end are a team. May I have my co-facilitators just quickly do an eyeball on all of that as well? Where that came from. All right. So you get the idea. Each table is made up of 2 separate teams. Don't mix your cards. Don't mix your cards.
Okay.
This is why we don't put cards on tables normally. All right. I trusted you so well. Okay. Anyone else mix their cards? This world is much better than that world. They're more compliant. They follow the rules, even though they didn't know what the rules are. Okay.
I'm going to help translate a little bit in Thai, just a little bit นิดนึงนะครับผมตอนนี้เราจะเล่นเกมเราจะแบ่งออกเป็นโลก2ใบนะฮะก็คือเราจะมองที่เส้นแดงเส้นนี้นะครับผมห้ามข้ามเด็ดขาดนะครับผมถ้าข้ามปุ๊บคุณจะหลุดไปอีกโลกใบหนึ่งเลยนะฮะ Do not cross the red line okay so you are in each your own bubbles แต่ละกลุ่มนะครับผมจะมีการ์ดเป็นเซตของตัวเอง You can see yourself as like a country so you may share land borders but you are own different country แต่ละกลุ่มเหมือนเป็นประเทศของตัวเองนะครับผมอาจจะอยู่ติดกันดังนั้นการ์ดของใครของมันนะฮะอันนี้สำคัญมากนะครับผมโอเค alright
Good stuff. All right. Now, at different times, I'm going to ask people to come up to the front of the room to collect some materials. Now, this world here, all your resources are at this table up here. The world on my right-hand side, or your left, depending on how you're looking at it, you'll be working with David at this end. And so I will ask people to go and visit David at his table with his materials as well. So what I'm going to do now is I would like one person from each team to go and collect your gold card from your representative. What do I mean by one person from each team? Here's a team of 3. One of you go up and see this lady here. You're a team of 3. One of you go up to retrieve your gold card. So please now move.
ตัวแทนกลุ่มละ1คนครับ
One person.
ตัวแทนกลุ่มละ1คน
Wait till they're all arrived and then you can count you've got 16. Wait till they're all here. Just wait till they're all there, David, to make sure you have 16. You got 16 plus the gentleman who already grabbed one? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13.
You can read.
Okay, interesting. Chaos. That's fine. Let's hand them out.
You can read.
Okay, we're going to hand those out.
Gold
David,
card.
has everyone in the team got a gold card?
Yes.
Once you have returned to your table, share your gold card with your teammates. Share your gold card with your teammates.
You can read your gold card. Yeah. ไม่โกคาร์ดห้าม you cannot swap the go card
On Maslow's hierarchy.
Share your gold card with your teammates.
you cannot swap your go card
That's a great question. That's a great question.
แต่ละกลุ่มสามารถอ่าน
But for now,
เป้า
just
หมาย
have a
ข
look
องตัว
at
เอง
your gold
ได้
card.
เลยนะครับผม
All right, so all of you have got gold cards in your teams. What you might not know is that there are different kinds of gold cards, quite distinct from each other. Now, whether you succeed or fail in this game depends on whether you can achieve your goal. And just so you know, as a facilitator, I don't care. If you succeed, fantastic. If you fail, fantastic. Because as a facilitator, I win because there's something rich to debrief from all those experiences. Here are the 5 different goals. One of the goals is acquiring wealth. If you have this gold card, for you, money is everything. Possessions. You are trying to accumulate as much wealth as you can to the gold card itself. The second goal is enjoying leisure. For you, time is so important. Who you spend time with, how you spend time. Time is critical, and you'll be collecting time in the game to reflect that. The next 3 are a little bit different, though. The third one is a world without poverty. You are trying to eradicate poverty in all its forms, wherever it might be. So this is critical to you. The fourth goal is environmental conservation. You're just trying to preserve the planet long enough for the next generation so we can hear those bird calls that we heard this morning in the next 10, 20, 30 years. And the last one is social justice. Equality, fairness in all its forms are critical to you and the communities that you serve. 5 different goals, 5 different outcomes. And just like in the real world, you've got different values, different goals, and so we're trying to simulate that in the game experience. Now, for all of those who didn't mix their cards on the table, for all of you in front of each team, you have money cards, time cards, and project cards. Money, we understand. You use it to buy things, to trade for things. Time is a finite number. There is only so much time in the world. So once we run out of time, we run out of time. Projects are things that you might build, improve, promote, and so on. And we'll go into this in a bit more detail. Here's the simple version of the game. You're going to spend money and time so that you can run your projects so that you can achieve your goal. Money and time, run a project, achieve your goal. That's the simple version, but I need to give you some more.
เกมนี้เล่นง่ายมากนะครับผมเกมนี้ก็คือเราใช้เวลาใช้เงินเพื่อที่จะทำโครงการเพื่อให้เราบรรลุเป้าหมายของเราเองเป้าหมายของแต่ละกลุ่มก็จะต่างกันนะฮะอย่างที่ได้พูดไปเมื่อสักครู่นะครับผมคุณจะสำเร็จหรือไม่เราไม่แคร์เพราะเราชนะอยู่แล้วเราคือเรา
The good news is you don't have to have 100% knowledge of how the game works because like in the real world, you very rarely know everything you need to know to play the game of life. Just like in this game. So here's an example of a project card. They come in 3 colors, blue, green, and yellow. You may not have all the colors yet. This example is an infrastructure, build transportation infrastructure, like, David, what's an example of transportation infrastructure? BTS. What's another example of transportation infrastructure? Public transport, bicycles, yes, it might be, and even the different bikes that you're using apps to get. It could be highways, could be airports, could be a bridge that's being rebuilt over the 3 days ago when they closed it, just in time for the conference, as a statement to help us understand transportation. On your project cards, right in the middle, it tells you how much you need to spend in order to run the card. In this example, 500 money and 3 time. You also get a return on your investment. In this example, I'm going to get 1,000 money back for building perhaps a new freeway, motorway. I'm going to get 1 time back. Why would I get 1 time back for building this transportation infrastructure? Why would I get 1 time back? Yeah, it's fast. It's saving time to allow us to move things. And if you're successful, you'll probably get another project because we want to reward you for your efforts. You'll get another project to run. And then you get this thing called a principal card. More about that in a second. All right, what else do we need to know? It will tell you on your project card what kind of principal card you get. Maybe it's blue, green, or yellow. What are principal cards? Principal cards are sort of these intangible things. We understand money, we understand time. How many of you work for a social enterprise or a charity? How many work here? For a charity or a social enterprise? Do you do it for the money? Not really. Do you do it because of all the time you get back? Probably not. But I have a feeling that the work you do, the sense of accomplishment, what you're able to achieve, is so much more than the money and time that others are searching for as well. Another example is a beach cleanup. Has anyone ever done a beach or a river cleanup? Did you do it for the money? No. Did you do it because of all the time you would get back? No. Do you remember that feeling you had? Okay, you were dirty, you needed a shower, but the other feeling at the end, that's what I mean by the intangibles, the principal cards that some of you are collecting. How do we run okay, yes, sure.
go back
Go back, okay.
เดี๋ยวการ์ดแต่ละใบนะครับผมจะเห็นมันที่เขียนว่า what do you need นะฮะนั่นคือจำนวนเงินที่ต้องใช้ในการทำโครงการนะครับผมนอกจากตัวเงินแล้วจะต้องใช้เวลานะฮะอันนี้เมื่อเราทำโครงการอย่างเช่นยกตัวอย่างนี้สร้างรถไฟฟ้าความเร็วสูงสมมตินะฮะเราก็จะได้เงินกลับคืนมา 1,000 เหมือนโลกความเป็นจริงเราสร้างเสร็จปุ๊บเราลงทุนอะไรไปเราได้กำไรกลับมานะฮะส่วนเมื่อสักครู่นะครับผมมีคำถามว่าทำไมถึงได้การ์ดเวลากลับมาเหมือนเวลาเราสร้างรถไฟฟ้าความเร็วสูงทำให้เราสามารถเดินทางได้เร็วขึ้นส่วนนี้ก็จะคืนด้วยการ์ดที่เป็นเวลากลับคืนมา1ใบเหมือนกันนะฮะถ้าสมมุติเราเป็นนายกเราเป็นรัฐบาลของตัวเองเราทำโครงการเสร็จ1โครงการมันก็มีความเป็นไปได้ว่าเราจะได้โครงการใหม่มาทำต่อเหมือนโลกความเป็นจริงนะครับผมสุดท้ายนะฮะก็คือการ์ด principal card ถ้าเกิดแปลเป็นไทยเนี่ยจะแปลคำว่าการ์ดผลตอบแทนบางครั้งเราทำอะไรบางอย่างเราไม่ได้อยากได้เงินหรือเวลากลับมาเราทำเพราะเรามีความสุขเราทำเพราะเราอยากทำมันเมื่อสักครู่มีตัวอย่าง2อย่างให้ดูนะฮะตัวอย่างหนึ่งที่ผมชอบใช้กับนักศึกษาเด็กๆเยอะๆก็คือเราตอนโควิดตอนช่วงโควิดผมทำอะไรไม่ได้ผมก็ดูวิธีการทำขนมปังเราก็ซื้อทุกอย่างจากLazada Shopee มาทำขนมปังใช่ไหมฮะทำเสร็จเราเรียนรู้ว่าอะไรเราเรียนรู้ว่าเราซื้อเถอะเราไม่ควรทำนะฮะ Just one more thing that I always use to explain about the principal card to make people feel a bit closer to themselves. During COVID-19, for instance, I have nothing to do, so I learned how to make bread. This is the real stories, and I feel so free, so I order a lot of stuff from Lazada or Shopee, and then I learn how to make bread. And at the end of the day, what do I learn? Do I get money? No, I actually lost money. Do I get time back? No. And I actually learned that I should just buy.I should just buy, there's a beggar for a reason, but at least I get the experience. This is something the principal card represents.
I used to show a picture of my wife and I baking sourdough bread during COVID, which I didn't know. So funny how we're all connected because of COVID. I like that. But again, like you, we didn't do it because it would be faster or save money.
No.
It was something we did as a family, a sense of accomplishment to achieve that. Thank you. Good example. How do we run a project? So with my two co-facilitators, I'd like you to go to the whiteboards. Today, we're not using an electronic dashboard. We're using the lowest tech you can imagine. These wonderful whiteboards provided by the university. This is your world condition meter. Your world condition meter is where we're going to record how each world is doing. What's on the world condition meter? Well, it all links to the bottom of your project card. If you look at the bottom of your project card, it will tell you what sort of change might happen. But on the world condition meter, the blue magnets represent the economy of your world. The green magnets represent the environment, so we can write that on the whiteboard. There we go, thank you. And the yellow ones represent society. Economy, how do we measure the economy? GDP, balance of payments, tax levels, so on. Okay. How do we measure the health of the environment? What sort of measures do we use? Carbon footprint, air quality, biodiversity, deforestation rates. We're simplifying it just with green magnets. The yellow one represents society, the yellow magnets. So society, we might measure literacy rate, crime rates, that kind of thing. Gender breaking through the glass ceiling in different organizations we work with. It could represent the number of DEI programs that we're running. Okay, some parts of the world are not running DEI programs at the moment, but we just have to do it differently. There's one company I'm working with, they've changed it to IED because they want to get past the DEI challenge. So we just have to get creative. So it's about inclusion, equity, and that in turn will give us diversity. Anyway, we've got to be creative. So every time you run a project, it might have a change. This example is plus, blue, minus, green, no change, yellow. But also, some of the projects, and I'll give you an example in a moment more, some of the projects can only be run when the world is ready. What do I mean by that? You'll notice on the whiteboards, they have 3 magnets there as well. This example says 3 blue. Yours might say 0 and gray. You can run it any time. Or it could be 3 or 5 or 7 and different colors. Meaning, the magnets have to be at that minimum level for you to run the project. Can I give you an example? How many of you have been on a bullet train, Shinkansen in Japan? How many of you watched Brad Pitt in the Bullet Train movie? That should get everyone else. Okay, so the bullet train. Right now, of course, you can imagine the bullet train operating, but in 1945, what was the state of the economy in Japan in 1945? It was devastated. You know, and you required great technology and infrastructure and economy to build these things. So back in, and if I could just get my friends to remove all the blue magnets. So 1945, no blue magnets at all. There's no way you could run this project. But over time, more infrastructure and investment, the 1950s, the 1960s, and then in 1964 was the first, Tokyo to Osaka bullet train, which took something, 6-7 hours. Now it drops it down to just a few. This is what I mean by, is the world ready for your project? Your co-facilitators at these tables will let you know when it can or cannot be done. Every time you run a project, it might have a positive and or negative impact on the different conditions of the world condition meter. So just be aware of it. Things are constantly changing. You're the one who's going to be making the changes to the whiteboard as well. You've got to work out in your world what sort of world you want and how you're going to do it. It's completely up to you. Now I can talk a bit more, and now I'll go back. Sorry.
แต่ละกลุ่มจะมีแต่ละฝั่งนะครับผมจะมี World Condition Meter หรือมาตรวัดสถานะโลกนะฮะมันจะวัด3อย่างก็คือเศรษฐกิจสังคมและสิ่งแวดล้อมนะครับผมเศรษฐกิจจะเป็นหมุดสีน้ำเงินนะฮะ Environment สิ่งแวดล้อมจะเป็นสีเขียวนะครับผมส่วน Society ก็คือสังคมจะเป็นสีเหลืองนะครับผมมันมีความสำคัญเพราะว่าทุกโครงการนะฮะเมื่อเราทำเสร็จปุ๊บเนี่ยถ้าเรามองไปที่ล่างสุดของการ์ดแต่ละใบเนี่ยมันจะกระทบกับโลกของเรานะครับผมโครงการเช่นโครงการนี้นะฮะเราสร้างรถไฟฟ้าความเร็วสูงเศรษฐกิจเพิ่ม1แต่ในขณะเดียวกันเนี่ยสิ่งแวดล้อมก็-1เช่นเดียวกันนะครับผมแล้วมันสำคัญยังไงบางครั้งเวลาเราจะทำโครงการอะไรบางอย่างเราไม่สามารถทำได้ถ้าเกิดโลกของเราหรือประเทศของเรายังไม่พร้อมนะฮะตอนนี้ถ้าเราดูที่ World Condition Meter จะเห็นว่าเศรษฐกิจเนี่ยมันมี3แล้วการ์ดใบนี้จะทำได้ต่อเมื่อเรามี3หรือ5เช่นใบนี้ต้องมี7ก็แปลว่าต้องเป็นสีน้ำเงิน7ก็แปลว่ายังทำไม่ได้เป็นต้นนะครับผมWorld Condition Meter หรือว่ามาตรวัดโลกเนี่ยมันเปลี่ยนแปลงตลอดเวลาขึ้นอยู่กับว่าทุกคนเนี่ยทำโครงการอะไรกันไปบ้างนะครับผมดังนั้นอยากจะให้ทุกคนให้ความสนใจกับ Condition Meter นะครับผมมาตรวัดทั้ง2ด้วยครับ
Thank you. Let's think about the exchange table. Now, each world you have your own exchange table. This is where you will be taking your cards. And this world here, you'll be going up to David and exchanging your money, time, and projects at his table. This is not the World Bank. There is no negotiation. It is purely a place of exchange only. So let's do a demonstration about what I mean by this as well. So here's one we've prepared earlier. Thank you, faithful assistant. I'm going to ask for a willing volunteer at the back. Thank you for being a willing volunteer at the back. You're going to represent, you made eye contact. Never make eye contact. So I'd like you to come up to the front to the exchange table. So what's your name, sorry?
Jeanette.
Jeanette is going to represent her team to try and exchange her cards. And so comes up here. And make sure you turn the card over so everyone can see. Renal's there. All right, so you're going to hand over the cards to Renal. Renal is going to do one thing first, just like David will do for his world. Is the world ready for her project? What is it, 3 blue? 3 blue, yep. So checks, 3 blue there. Can run the project. Do you have the right money? You need 500 money, yes. 3 time, can. Now, because of that, it can be marked as achieved. Ta-da! This was amazing. It was just a demo and already amazing. All right. So this is now marked achieved, but she does get a return on her investment. She will get 1,000 money. Ka-ching, ka-ching. She'll get how much time? 1 time. She will get also 1 blue project in this example and 1 blue principal card. You now get handed the cards. There we go. There's your return on investment. And here's the original one that's now achieved. Where do you think she has to go next before she gets back to the table? Where should she go next? Yes, to the world condition meter. Come on over. So read the bottom of your card. It says +1 blue. So add 1 blue here. Blue, 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 blue. Sorry. Yeah. And -1 green. There's another pink dolphin died in Hong Kong. And no change to society. Now that she's made the change, after the exchange at the table, made the change at the whiteboard, she can return to her table. Let's walk this way, walk this way, walk this way.
Pretend you are running.
I'm pretending I'm running, yes. All right, back to my team, and I will separate the achieved card, and I will put these other cards into my pool of cards to keep using it and running more projects. Got it? Keep them separated. Demo, no free lunch. Sorry. Just let me take these cards back. Would you like to do a quick thing and I'll move those slides around for you?
ทั้งสองโลกนะครับผมจะมีโต๊ะแลกเปลี่ยนอยู่นะฮะโต๊ะแลกเปลี่ยนอาจจะมองว่าเหมือนกับเป็น ATM ก็ได้นะครับผมเราจะไม่คุยกับท่านเด็ดขาดนะครับผมโดยเมื่อที่ท่านอยากจะทำโครงการอะไรเนี่ยให้เตรียมเงินเตรียมเวลาและการ์ดโครงการเดินหรือวิ่งไปที่โต๊ะแลกเปลี่ยนนะฮะทางโต๊ะแลกเปลี่ยนเจ้าหน้าที่2ท่านที่อยู่ตามประจำโต๊ะเนี่ยก็จะดูว่าโลกพร้อมหรือยังเมื่อโลกพร้อมแล้วจะนับจำนวนเงินนับเวลาแล้วหลังจากนั้นก็จะให้การ์ดที่เราเรียกว่าการ์ดสำเร็จหรือว่าachieve card นะครับผมบนการ์ดเซตใบนั้นนอกจากการ์ด achieve แล้วเนี่ยจะได้รับเป็นการ์ดอีกเซตหนึ่งนะครับผมซึ่งอันนี้จะขึ้นอยู่กับว่าผลตอบรับที่ได้รับจากโครงการแต่ละโครงการมีอะไรบ้างนะฮะเมื่อได้รับการ์ด achieve กลับไปแล้วเนี่ยท่านสามารถก่อนที่จะกลับปุ๊บคุณจะต้องเดินมาเปลี่ยนแปลงโลกก่อนนะครับผมเมื่อตัวอย่างสักครู่เศรษฐกิจเพิ่ม1นะฮะสิ่งแวดล้อม-1เป็นต้นนะครับผมเช่นเดียวกันนะฮะอันนี้เมื่อเปลี่ยนแปลงเสร็จแล้วท่านสามารถกลับไปนั่งโต๊ะได้นั่งโต๊ะเสร็จแล้วก็สามารถเล่นต่อได้การ์ดที่เราทำสำเร็จแล้วจะต้องวางแยกนะครับผมเอามาใช้ใหม่อีกไม่ได้นะฮะแยกไปอีก1กองแล้วก็เอาการ์ดที่ได้มาใหม่กลับมาเล่นอีกรอบหนึ่งได้เลยครับผม
I'm going to give you at your table 1 minute to talk amongst yourselves. Do you understand the rules of the game so far? In 1 minute, I will answer any questions. 60 seconds at your table. Do you understand the rules? What do you understand? Ten seconds. Okay, thank you. Who's got questions? Hands up if you've got questions. What is your question? Big, loud voice.
With what frequency are we allowed to assault the exchange?
Do you know, it's interesting. How frequently can you go at the exchange table?
How many people?
And how many people? Well, actually, most questions like this one can be answered with this next slide, which is, what would you do in the real world? How would you approach this? How would you attack the exchange table? What frequency? In fact, many questions you have can be answered with these 3 examples. First one is a sample negotiation. You might have a project card that's not going to help you achieve your goal. Can you exchange with another team? In the real world, You could do this. You might negotiate or collaborate with another agency, organization, and exchange cards. David and I exchange jobs all the time. He's in Chiang Mai and I'm in Hong Kong. We find ways to exchange and support each other. Second, negotiation. Buying time with money. Does anyone have a job that you have a salary? Does anyone draw a salary? Okay, so we're buying your time with money. So many of us do that. Or you might pay someone to perform a task to do the gardening for you, to save you time. So we often do that as well as paying people for their time in jobs. Lastly, principal cards. You might be a consultant who sells your ideas to others. So that's a form of exchanging. Our principals, would you exchange them for money? Maybe. Or you might donate your time and expertise pro bono in service of others. Would you like to
Yes,
Scooby-Doo?
Hello โอเคเกมนี้นะครับผมอยากให้ทุกคนเนี่ยนึกว่าเราอยู่บนโลกแห่งความเป็นจริงโลกแห่งความเป็นจริงทำอะไรได้ในเกมเราทำได้ทุกอย่างบางกลุ่มบอกว่าโครงการฉันมันไม่ตอบโจทย์ฉันขอแลกโครงการกับกลุ่มอื่นได้ไหมได้เราขอซื้อเวลาได้ไหมได้เราขอเปลี่ยนแปลง principal card เราขอเปลี่ยนแปลงไอ้การ์ดประสบการณ์ได้ไหมได้ One thing I actually have a question from if I don't have enough money can I beg for money
What would you do in the real world?
I would
Okay.
Would at the same time if you the recipient of the question would you pay would you be willing to give the money I don't know I wouldn't
It's your worlds.
Yeah.
You decide how you want to run your world.
Yes.
And a reminder, keep the world separated. Just a quick technical thing. Each exchange table has limited space in front of it. So if you're attacking the exchange table, can you attack in this direction for this world? And if you are in this world, can you line up that way towards David before overwhelming him? Yes.
We have question
Yes.
Are we competing world against world or table against table? Or
That's a great question. So what we'll need to, it's a great question, absolutely. So other things, I'm just going to let you sit with the question. The only rule I have is that you may not cross the universe, right? It's not Marvel multiverse.
over there
Cannot cross these as well.
both of you
Recycling. There were huge proponents of recycling. Do not try and recycle your achieved cards. Don't sell me the Sydney Harbour Bridge again. All right? So I want you, once it's achieved, we know all the cards. Don't try selling them again. All right? The project is achieved. And secondly, each resource table, its exchange table, has a limited number of projects. When they run out at the exchange table, they're just not at the exchange table. Pauses for effect. Okay.
โอเคมีจริงๆมีบางสิ่งที่ I will come to the question เลยมีบางสิ่งที่ทำไม่ได้นะครับผมอันที่หนึ่งคือห้าม recycle โปรเจกต์ไหนที่เราทำเสร็จแล้วให้วางแยกนะครับผมอีกอย่างหนึ่งที่อาจจะหมดเวลาก็คือโต๊ะแต่ละโต๊ะตัวเนี่ยมันจะมีโครงการจำนวนจำกัดบางครั้งโครงการอาจจะหมดนะฮะแต่ไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงเพราะโครงการบนโลกเรายังมีหมด Actually I have two more things because running this game for such a long time because especially university student there are two things that you can technically do it in the real world but please do not do it here two things I beg of you do not do it first and I encountered this a lot stealing
Really?
a lot
No, I think it's open. Because it's their world. And
It's
here's
their
the
world,
thing,
yeah.
it's their world.
but then one thing
You
the
have
other-
to live with your consequences, though.
No, there is one more thing that please do not do it. Please, this one I will
Okay.
agree with you. Do not do it. Do not do it. We don't want to be on the first page of any news. Do not. It never happened before. Don't be the first place. Do not start a war. Okay?
Really? I've got my camera ready.
It's going to be on the first page. But
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
All right. There are some quick question. Yes.
What happens when we finish our card? Do we like
Great question. What
great
would you do in
question.
the real world? If you finish and achieve your goal, what would you do in the real world? That's up to you. It's up to you.
มีคำถามหรือเปล่าครับ
I was gonna ask what's the ultimate is there an ultimate goal?
So the question is, what is the ultimate goal? That's a really good question. That is a very good question.
Yeah.
It's up to
My job is not to make everything crystal clear for you. It is your world. And if you're a little confused at the beginning of the game, welcome to the real world. Last things you can grab us later. Game flow. The game is made up of 2 parts. Part 1 lasts for 9 minutes. By the way, in Chiang Mai, the Thai culture, how do you count with your fingers? Do you use 2 hands, 1 hand?
2 hands.
2 hands. How do you do the number 6? And in Japan, David, how do you do the number 6? And in Hong Kong, how do you do the number 6? This. So I'm just mentioning that because you may need to find a language that works for you as well. You might assume we all speak the same TEDx countdown language, don't we? Do we? At the end of part 1, we're going to do a midterm report. We have an international team of journalists beaming in live to let you know how the world looks in 2030. And then we move into part 2. Part 2 lasts for 15 minutes, and that will take us all the way to the year 2040, plus, if we make it. And we'll also give you a final report on the state of the worlds that you live in.
เกมนี้แบ่งออกเป็น2ช่วงนะครับผมช่วงที่1จะใช้เวลา9นาทีหลังจากนั้นเราจะมีรีพอร์ตให้ทุกท่านนะครับว่าตอนนี้โลกเราเป็นยังไงหลังจากนั้นเราจะมีเวลาอีก15นาทีเพื่อไปถึงปี2040ครับผม
No other questions? Good. The time just began. Can you put this inside? Drop it down. I want it inside. Check. Such a polite world. Look at you all queuing up nicely. I'm so shocked. I'm in Hong Kong. Everyone's fighting over end of year closing sales. Change the world.
All right. So
Which one have you achieved?
achieved this one.
Are you sure it wasn't this one?
Oh, this one. Yes. Sorry.
There you go.
Achieved it.
So what do you do to blue?
Okay. So we're gonna minus. We're gonna up and concentrate. We're gonna leave society.
Done. All right, +1 green. There you go. Good bit of teamwork there. Come and change the world. Which one is it? This one? That one? And this one. Okay, thank you. Come and change the world, Byron. Oh, which one have you achieved? This one? Okay, so then you +1 blue. And what else does it say?
Then I reduce society.
Yes, back into anarchy. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Pedge. Okay, so +1 blue. Okay, thank you. Hi, what are you changing? +1 green? Yep, and that one's still achieved. That's it. Thank you. Huh? Okay. What are you going to change? +1 blue? Yeah. What else? There you go. Thank you. Oh, there goes society. Hi, Naomi. What do you got? So, +1 blue, -1 green, and no change society, but keep this. Yeah, so keep them separated. Yeah. 4 minutes left. Change the world. What do you got? You change the world. I'm just here to look. I'm auditing you. So, +1 blue. +1 blue. And then -1 green. Yeah. Already minus, no further. Okay. Hi, Izel. Izel or Izel? Izel, okay, what are we doing? We're changing the world? +1 yellow. And just make sure the achieve card's on top of it to keep them separated. There you go. It's your world. Okay, so this. Okay, and just keep the red achieved card on top. Yeah, keep them separated because you've already now achieved that. Can't run it again unless we discover it. So come on down. So +1 green. Thank you. Are you the new negotiator on behalf of? Okay, so +1 blue. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Two minutes left. 2 minutes. Come and change the world. Did you achieve it or cannot achieve? Oh, okay, next time.
If you think that you are done, the next question is, what would you do in the real world?
TikTok, TikTok. Come to the whiteboard. Come and change the world. Which one are you changing? So, -1 blue.
-1 blue.
Thank you.
Okay, get the money. Here's the money.
-1 blue.
Okay. Yes.
-1 blue.
And green is. Give it to him.
Don't forget.
-1 blue.
So you -1, take it off, and then you add 1 green.
+1 yellow.
Green is coming. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
So there you go.
1 นาทีสุดท้าย
And keep the
one
cheek pad
last
on
minute
top of this one so that it's done. That's it.
Thank you. Don't forget that.
Come on, Cora Climate.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what does it say at the bottom? +1 blue.
+1 blue.
+1 blue.
Okay.
And then, what else does it say at the bottom?
+1 blue minus yellow.
Yes.
Take one away.
Goodbye, society. Yes. Happens. What do you got? +1 green. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, Edom. What do you got? Money, money, money. More
10
money. Double two
seconds.
blue. What does it say? +2? +1 blue. Yeah, that's a whole lot of blue.
5, 4, 3,
That's your world.
2, 1. Thumbs up, everyone. Please go back to your seat first.
And welcome to the year 2030.
Please go back to your seat first. Go back to your seat first. We
Grab a
have 15
seat.
more minutes. Go back to your seat. Be careful, be careful.
That's it. Back to your seats. Thank you.
Back
welcome.
to your seat first.
Games. No more trading. No more trading.
Everyone, back to your seat first. You will have 15 more minutes.
So we're going to do a quick assessment. Here in the year 2030, I did promise you an international team of journalists. Can I get a microphone to David? Can you guys work it? Do the numbers for both while I check in with the reporters.
Number achieved.
How many on this side ฝั่งนี้ครับผมโลกใบนี้ which group which country whatsoever you achieve your first part you achieve hands up put your hands up achieve not yet this world first how many 1 2 3 4 achieve 4 group how about this side of the world how many of you achieve put your hands up very high 1 2 3 you achieve 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 group all right
Let's count up the world condition meter numbers. What have you got there?
In our world, we've got 15 in the economy, we've got 3 in the environment, and we've got 4 in society.
And in our world, we have 15 in economy, 3 in environment, and 1 in society.
Okay, so what does that all mean? Here in the year 2030, we now have the current world condition meter, we have the dashboard. Let's bring in our journalists from overseas. And due to budget cuts, you've just got me. So welcome to World News. Here today in the year 2030, a news report today, we're going to give you reports from 3 desks, 3 of the pillars of the Sustainable Development Goals. In both worlds, it appears your economies are absolutely booming. It is prosperous beyond all imagination. High cash circulation across all your economies. You've all got wallets and pockets full of cash. Infrastructure, you thought you had to worry about a bridge getting here back in 2025, but actually the new light rail system that's been invested in, okay, we're still working on it here in Chiang Mai, but lots of development for infrastructure as well. Retail sales, most of your kids have part-time jobs selling all sorts of things from the China Taobao markets as well. So retail sales are at an all-time level. And of course, stock markets. If you invested in one of Elon Musk's great ventures to put a settlement on Mars, the returns you've reaped from that are absolutely amazing. However, to fuel the economies of the world, you took a few shortcuts in both worlds. I would say now that you were worried about smoky months in February and March in Chiang Mai. It's 6 months a year in terms of the experience. I hope you brought your mask. Extreme weather events. We know that with the hurricanes, the typhoons, the cyclones in many parts of the world, the frequency and ferocity of these is definitely on the increase. Plastic waste. You might remember back in 2025 and earlier those YouTube videos of turtles with straws in their nose trying to take out. The plastic, microplastics in your body are probably more of a worry. And did any of you back in 2025 decide to be marine biologists? Does anyone know a marine biologist? Marine biologist? Good news is you don't have to travel far to study the marine, because it normally just washes up to you as well. So much easier as a marine biologist now. And in terms of society, we often say a crisis brings people together. in your world, in 2030, we have an increase of violence. Many of you don't lock your doors. You certainly do now. In terms of unfair employment practices, those young people from 2025 realized that going to university wasn't going to be helpful. You may as well just get a job because a university degree won't help you. And so people have been exploiting that as well. Back in COVID years, we used to have issues with mental health, and we thought we'd learned and got over that, but much more of that is taking place. The issues, the challenges, and the divide between the rich and poor just keeps growing, just keeps growing. What about the second part of your goal card? With a microphone, could you grab someone? On this side, does anyone achieve your goal? Who achieved your goal? Can you read the whole goal card, or the first part of the goal card?
To collect 1,200 or more money by the end of the game.
And the second part?
To live in a balanced and thriving world.
Well, you're living in a world.
We're closer than them.
That's right. I always find comparison is the first step towards sadness. So, yeah, okay. What about on this side here? Can we grab a microphone? Does anyone have a different goal card? What was yours? Money? Oh, quite right. Did anyone have time? Who had time as a goal card? Okay, read it out.
This one? To collect 15 or more time cards by the end of the game to live in a balanced and thriving world where the time can be enjoyed.
All the time in the world, and nowhere safe to experience it. You're going to have to stay home and do PlayStation because everything else is unsafe outside of there. So this is the worlds that you have created. And I think what might be helpful is I dug into some archives. So before 2025, when we began this experience, I remember this TV series from New York. It was called New Amsterdam. Does anyone remember a TV show from way back in 2025, 24, 23? So I'm going to show you a clip from an episode about Max, who's a hospital administrator for New Amsterdam Hospital in New York. Here's something that might help us understand what's been happening. So why weren't we doing all this before? So I'm going to give you an opportunity that echoes from the way back in the year 2025 when COP met in Berlin. Here in the year 2030, though, we know that there were previous COPs that took place in Dubai, Baku, and Berlin back in 2025. But here in Chiang Mai, COP35 is being scheduled to take place here. My thanks to Martin and the team for making that possible. I'm going to give you a chance to have a short conference. And how short? 3 minutes. In your own worlds, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to have a COP conference. There is no trading. There is no buying and selling, obvious or unobvious. It is just a chance to talk between yourselves if you choose to, but you have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. So,
แป๊บหนึ่งจ้ะ
1 minute left. 1 minute left for your conference in Chiang Mai in the year 2030. No trading, just talking. No trading. Saw you. Auditors. Just discussion. 30 seconds. Music. Oh. So, oh. Thank you. Everybody, welcome to the end of the COP conference in Chiang Mai. I hope you had a great conversation. You met different delegates. Remember to pick up your gift bags. Sponsored by a local fossil fuel company. They'll be waiting for you at the door. Please grab a seat. Thank you. Grab a seat before we get going. Did you have a chance to check in with your different delegates from across different parts of the world here at COP35 in Chiang Mai in the year 2030? Good. Do you remember part 2? Part 2 just began.
ครับได้หมดเลยแล้วต่อรองได้หมดเลยครับผมขอก็ได้ขอตั้งหน่อยเกมภาคไทยเลยแต่อยู่ข้างล่างไม่ได้เขาไม่ได้ใช้
One of the support team. So it was created in Japan back in 2018. A couple of ex-IBM engineers. And then they needed help promoting it. So David and I and Martin and others have just helped to and to expand it. We do trainings and all sorts, 3 days. Yeah. And so there's an investment of time, money, but we run them in Chiang Mai. Good. It's hard to say no, isn't it? How can you say no?
One yellow. One blue. One green.
So there are projects that do both.
Yeah. Very good.
Right? 10 minutes. Yes? Okay. Okay. Spend a little, make a little.
project.
Eight minutes left, 8 minutes. I don't know, what would you do in the real world? It's your world. Seven minutes. It's just government money, just spending it.
Check the board. Looks balanced to you?
6 minutes. 6 minutes left.
You're done เสร็จแล้วเหรอครับ
5-minute fluid adjustment or just push. And then can take the, thank you. Four minutes left, 4 minutes.
I love the exchange. Without time, no money. That's great. You done?
We are also done. Oh, you managed to get home?
You don't even need 10. You only need 6. You only need 6 because you're 14 girls. That's fine.
3 minutes left.
You are doing more than. Different world.
2 minutes left.
Just observation.
Almost a minute left until we hit the year 2040. Plus, plus, plus. 60 seconds. $50 seconds. 45 seconds. Hope you're ready for the new year. $30 seconds. $20 seconds.
You guys have any time? Any time left? No.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Happy New Year. Welcome to the year 2040. We're all still here. So I'm going to have my co-facilitators step up and give us a quick measurement. Number of goal cards teams have achieved their goal. And also let's get the numbers on the metrics on the wall condition meters. Microphones, please.
So can I see the hands of the teams in my section? Who's achieved your goal as on your goal card?
We're in different world.
Oh, can I only have one person per team putting up their hand, please?
And decide who achieved your goal. Just one person per team. Hands up very high. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Am I getting 11? Help me. One.
Did you achieve? You achieve? No, here. You achieve. Did you achieve your goal? No. So 3 did not achieve.
11.
How many on that world, David? 11 out of 16. And on this world?
11.
Also 11 out of 16. Okay. What are the numbers?
In our world, we've got 16 in the economy, up from 15 back in 2030. And we have 15 in the environment, up from 3. And we have 15 in society, up from 4.
But not to be outdone.
Well, we kind of neck on neck. We went from 15 to 12 in economy. In our environment, went from 3 to 13. And society from 1 to 14.
Thank you. Let me just check if those international journalists are ready. Just a minute, please. Yeah, media is still under fire from budget cuts. You've still got me, sorry. Okay, welcome to the year 2040. Very different from back in 2030, but I will still give you 3 reports. When it comes to the economies, yes, absolutely things are booming. What you're investing in seems to have changed, though. You'll probably notice that in both worlds, your environment and society made a huge leap. Where you focused your attention changed how you were investing. We had a person talking about sustainable finance this morning. I mean, back in the year 2025. But here it appears that you really are focusing where you want it to be as well. So Elon may not be getting as much of your investment. You seem to be looking at renewables. You seem to be thinking about social programs in your community. And perhaps you're seeing community as bigger than just this space. So yes, your investments are certainly much stronger. And in terms of your environment, this polar bear here is not actually an original polar bear. This is a genetically modified polar bear that has had to adapt to, and adaptation is really what sustainability is coming to now. So yes, we do have less ice cover in the Arctic, and so these polar bears are having to adapt. We are thinking about what sort of natural resources we preserve. In New Zealand, back in 2025, the government opened up some of the national parks for extraction of minerals, but that was reversed and many of those lands have been preserved, as is the case here in Thailand in the year 2040. We used to think that some of the wars that we experienced, started to see in 2025 and then in 2030 would be fought over the source of water, access to, but it appears that Nestle doesn't actually own the rights to all the rivers. And in fact, many rivers and many lakes and many forests have been given citizenship, rights equal to that of humans. So it's a shift that has changed. Speaking of humans, access to quality education, not just education, but quality education is the norm. Most people are working 3 days a week, courtesy of understanding how we actually integrate with AI and work through that as well. And when it comes to aging populations, it's not just Japan and Singapore, but actually most places on the planet are having to rethink what it means to grow old, what it means to have dignity, what it means to have access to affordable healthcare across all continents. And when it comes to growth, growth is something that all of us can have access to. If I were just looking at the UN's numbers that we look at evaluating the scorecards, anything over 12 is considered robust and thriving and flourishing. If all three measures, economy, environment, society, go above 12, we would call that really inclusive there as well. But regardless of the numbers, the change in your story, you have changed the narrative. You have more birdsong from this morning in 2025 showing up here in the forest of Thailand as well. We're going to do a working break. What is a working break? It's not really a break. So instead, if you need to run to the bathroom and back again, my job is to get you done by 1 o'clock. But I want to make sure that it's the debrief. So please, I'm going to give you time for reflection. Now, reflection might be, can I reflect while I'm on the toilet, James? Yes, you can reflect there as well. That's fine. So it's kind of a fluid adjustment break. Fluid in, fluid out. Don't mix up the rooms. But for the next 9 minutes, now I haven't put paper on your desks to write on, but can you take 2 or 3 minutes on your phones, or if you don't want to write or text yourself, write to yourself, just can you reflect for 3 minutes? What happened and how did it make you feel? Now, think about part 1, the first part of the game, the first 9 minutes. Think about the midterm report. Think about what happened in part 2. Think about how you felt and experienced at the end of the game itself. So please, for the next 3 minutes, what happened? How did it make you feel? You can write on your phone or you can just reflect for 3 minutes. And you also might want to run to the bathroom if you need to. We're very inclusive that way. 3 minutes with some quiet thinking, reflective music. May I have some quiet thinking, reflective music? Which is the same music from before, but just quieter. But when you come back, we will help you unpack what actually happened. So we're going to give everyone in your world gets one of these. Everyone in your world gets one of these cards. It's the question cards. Thank you. 2 minutes reflection left. Okay, that was facilitator time. Time flows very freely, and so we're going to move straight into helping you debrief the experience. And can we just, the music? Yeah. So we're going to jump ahead, because I want to make sure you get to 1 o'clock, because I'm standing between you and lunch. I need 2 willing volunteers. Can I have the 2 of you come and join me on stage? Thank you. We're going to do things differently. Instead of just sit at a table and talk about your experience, coming up on stage. You've wanted this all day long. Finally, stand in the red dot. See how it feels. Come and stand in the red dot. Does it feel nice?
A little bit nervous.
Okay, good. Nervous is good. So in a moment, my co-facilitators are going to hand out to you a question card. And on the question card in English and Thai is a question. So yours might say, what have you learned from the world you created today? So that's your question to Meng. And Meng will say, well, actually, today I learned blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Don't say blah, blah, blah. And then you have a chance to ask your question. What was your favorite interaction during the game? And you might answer blah, 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 blah. When you're finished, you switch cards. Switch cards. That is your new question. Go find someone else anywhere in the room and then ask that question to each other. We ask each other questions, then we change. Whether you like the answer or not is irrelevant. You're listening for questions, you're listening for how you answer. And you can change with anyone in both worlds now. So hands up if you've got a question card in your hand. Great. Go and ask a question with someone and ask each other questions and then switch. We're going to do this for 5 minutes. Please switch as many times as you can. Thank you for the demonstration. Enjoy the red dot moment. Thank you. Please stand up. Find a friend, walk around, ask questions. No, they can cross now. You can cross into each world. You can cross worlds now. Meet as many people as you can. Four minutes, move around, meet different people, change cards, exchange cards. Here's a card. I'm sorry you missed out on your cards. So you ask each other the question, take turns, hear what the other says, and then when you're finished, and then find someone else. Two minutes. 1 minute left, 1 minute, 1 minute. Go and make a new friend, ask each other questions. "50 seconds. Thank you. Wherever you're standing, please just find a seat. You don't have to sit at your original table. Find a seat wherever you are. If you want to go back because you're missing your friends, you can. Let's mix up the tables. Mix up the tables. Just leave your bags where they were. I have a sense they're perfectly safe. Grab a seat. I always find the alarm clock works. Can you grab a seat? Grab a seat wherever you are. You don't have to sit at your original table as long as no one's sitting by themselves. Everyone got a new family of friends? Have a seat, have a seat. Now, at your table, I'm going to ask you to share what's emerging for you. What are you discovering? What are you experiencing? But before we do, can I share with you 450,000 people's worth of experiences? Later, I'm actually going to give you a QR code for you to send those reflections to Brazil. There's a wonderful electronic wall that is going to be sharing all your insights with people. But I want you to share them with yourselves, first of all. This game, which was designed in Japan back in 2018, was designed so anything's possible. Do you remember at the beginning I said you might succeed and you might fail? I don't care. This is what I care about. The learnings, the experiences you have. And different games appear differently. This was a game where with 5 minutes to go at the end of part one, this was the result. And everyone just sat there feeling a bit sad. And as a facilitator, I can't intervene. But boy, what a rich debrief we had about the experience and why they felt helpless as well. And of course, many games, but not all, end up similar to yours. Here's an example of a game where every single team was able to, 16 out of 16 achieved their goal. So the UN, one of the principles about the UN SDGs is leave no one behind. 11 of 16, 11 of 16. Perhaps some of you willingly sacrificed yourselves. And I think for one group, the sea level rose, covered their island, and they no longer exist. And so we lost 2 players from one of the Pacific Island nations over there as well as a result of this. So some people got left behind. And just like you experience other big games, you know, I'm doing another game on Monday with 200 people, 4 worlds. And we were ready for 4 worlds, so we had 2 today. But World A, World B, at the end of part 1, this was the result of A and B. Same demographic, same group of people, same room, different outcomes. Yours, in this case, perhaps were more similar. Here's a game we played in the UK. This was the end of part 1. This is a group of environmental activists. And so we gave them the midterm report. You are a group of elves living in anarchy in the forest. You have no infrastructure. And anyway, we just said to them, you know, anyone can achieve their goal. This is because their values were so strong. Money, whatever. Time, whatever. So for them, it was quite strong. But in the end, they ended up creating a more balanced world. But anything is possible. You've had the card questions opportunity. And that's a new innovation for the game as well. Can I give you 4 minutes and 18 seconds at your table to share what actually happened for you, what's emerging for you, what new insights are you gaining, what do you feel? And then we're going to move around with a microphone and hear some people. So if you are a willing volunteer in about 4 minutes and 18 seconds, we might give you a microphone to share in 4 minutes and 18 seconds what's going on. Everyone has a voice. Have a talk at your tables, please. What happened for you? Okay. Can you be Mr. Microphone? Thank you.
In a way that feels negative of like, oh, wait, we're just giving money away to this country that doesn't have any. It's like, but then that allows it's kind of that all boats rise. Like if everybody rises together, then, okay, there's a much better playing field. So.
What it is that I understand that rationally. And it was pretty easy to do in the game in the end. Give your money away. Yeah. You felt kind of good. You felt kind of good too. But in the real world, it's like, how many of us are able to do that? You know, it's still so chicken and you take care of myself. And that's why. It made me feel good.
What I was thinking and then I was like, wait, okay, I already helped the world. How about my world? Because I was like, there's really
You've got the slides with the voices de Belém. So they're set up to show a slideshow of Venzky from other games. So they're ready to just turn it on and then turn it off.
Have you coordinated that? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, but we'll get them to put in their response first.
Yes.
And then we can show it and say, here are some of the other comments.
Okay.
I'm so excited to see the outcome of your work.
I need to do other things, so I'm going to tell them, you're going to say, can we see the Padlet, please? And then you can do it.
Two more minutes. Never enough time, I know. One more minute. Twenty seconds. Okay, please say thank you to your partners, your table mates. Everyone say thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. It's my nice way of saying, look at me. All right. So on the count of 3, everyone just say thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right, good. So now that I've got your attention, I'm going to get some microphones moving around. Would anyone like to share an insight or something that popped up for them? Yeah, at the back of the room there. First hand up.
Thank you. we were talking about how our priorities switched as we went through the game. And in the beginning, we were very competitive and perhaps self-centered. And we were talking about at our school, based on Buddhist principles, it's competitiveness, trying to be your best, is in some ways discouraged, which you think is counterintuitive for students. Why would you not want to be competitive? But what is encouraged is to help others, and by helping others, you can achieve your goal, your own goals of being competitive. And when we started to look, actually after the New Amsterdam video, that we could help others by giving them cards or giving them time, we stopped being competitive, but we worked much better as a team, and that's when we thrived, and that's when the numbers look so much better.
Why? Why did we make, what was the shift? What was the catalyst for that mindset shift?
Well, in some ways it was a necessity. We needed to, because we had no more time cards, we had no more money cards. And I think the shift was a willingness too. I think everybody switched from, instead of being individuals, we became a world team.
Yeah, so, and probably your relationship to your goal changed. Is this my goal? Is this our goal? What is the goal?
Right.
And we go from me to we to us. And still be able to go back to me as well, not to lose our identity in the process.
Right, right.
Thank you. Who else would like to share? Just throw a hand up. Here we go. Is it our youngest voice in the room? Often our best voice. There you go.
So at the start of the game, we completed our goal really, really fast by collecting 15 time. Then after that, in the second game, we focused on collaborating with people, and we donated all of our time to make more goals, to complete more goals. And it was more intense in the second round.
Tell me about that, because how did you feel in the first half? Because you'd completed your goal in the first half.
In the first game, it was really, really chill because we completed it, and then we knew that we had a second round, so we didn't really have to
Didn't have to stretch yourself as much.
Yeah.
But interesting, you said it was more intense in the second half.
Yeah, because we tried to get more, instead of economy, we tried to get more environment and social points.
Yeah.
And now we have a balanced world which has a lot of economy and a lot of environment and society, yeah.
So at the beginning, you had a team of 2 or 3 people. It felt like then that you had a team of 50 people that was playing together. Yeah. Different energy that's coming out of you because of that experience. I noticed that with all of you, actually. Thank you for sharing. Who else would like to share something? Yes, and then behind as well. Go for it.
Honestly, when we first started this, we were all going our own thing. We predicted our goals, made too many stonks, or stock market things. The second half, we came together, became a whole. We managed to complete most of our goals. Our society grew, our environment also grew, and our economy stayed mostly the same.
Did you notice something about yourself? Did anything about yourself change?
Me? No, not really. But I think, I'm honest. But maybe we help people a lot more. We tried our best with everything.
Was it easier to help others? But did you have to achieve your goal first? Do I have to retire with enough money before I can look at helping people? Do I have to achieve a security around me before I can provide security for others? What was the shift? Did you find yourself opening, maybe giving more than you did in the first half?
I think it's because we already completed our goal a lot more. A lot of people were asking, so we figured it should not hurt too bad, should it?
Sure. Do you remember when you used to fly on airplanes a lot, and there'd be a safety video, and when the pressure drops, oxygen will fall from the ceiling? Who do you put the oxygen mask on first?
The little ones.
No, you. No, they'll be fine. That's right. They can hold their breath longer.
People around you. That's what I meant.
You put it on yourself first.
Oh. Right.
Actually, you put it on yourself first.
Okay. It's just
because if you can look after. So there's nothing wrong with looking at. My point is, it's okay to look after yourself first, so that you can be of greater service to others later. And that we can have a whole conference just on that topic on who do you put the oxygen mask on.
My memory just got messed up, I remember it, but it just, my mind went vice versa.
Okay. And that's an interesting one for us to think about, yeah? The choices we make around the people around. Just behind, I think we've got another question there, and then I'll move to a table on the side, yeah?
Looking at the difference between the interim result 2030, 2040, what was the difference? I was personally wrestling with how does this game approximate to a rules-based world trading order? I think the rules are reflected in the rules of the game. So I don't think that changes actually. The big change was in the sense that this is an effort that we have to achieve worldwide, and if we only focus on achieving our own goals, we're not going to get to the worldwide goals. And that, interestingly, is being shown very much, I think, in the world today. Recently, doing a study on innovation and looking at this closely, it's been shown that voluntary collaborative ecosystems, where people trade off information, trade off things, is an essential element to very successful innovative economies. I think there's a lot of lessons in that. So I think for our discussion here, the difference between the interim and the final was very much about willingness to directly give away sometimes, and we were the beneficiary of that in the end, give away sometimes to achieve a greater goal. So it's a very interesting difference. Yep.
Have you also noticed in the last few years that academics used to spend, it was a non-political thing. You'd be able to cross in and academics could share information more freely. Now we're looking inward, not looking outward. And so the opportunities for true collaboration, for deep creativity, think new things, and innovation, do new things, is perhaps shortening in that. Lack of trust and that human connection that allows us. It's kind of like, that's why the SDGs aren't working. Because if the facts were enough, it should be enough, which is why you're seeing a movement of things like the IDGs, the inner development goals, the inner work that has to happen, because data is not enough. How we connect data to people, what's in it for them, and all that. That's the 5-day version of TEDx Countdown. But I think we could still achieve a lot in these 2 days. I think we've got a question over here, and we've got time for maybe 1 or 2 more. We've got time for 1 more.
Yeah, like, I think we have talked about how we felt in the first game and in the second. But one of the things that I think it shocked me the most was when we were, like, I really loved the fact when we all got together, we were trying to help. Like, what do you need? And we were just, like, giving away whatever. Like, I don't even need you to give me anything back. What do you need? You need money? Here's money. You need principles? Here's principles. Like, we were just, like, selfless. Like, we were helping each other. But the one time I was trying to help my friends in the table because their goal was to get time. And all of a sudden I found, like, I had some time, and I was like, let's get your goal. And I went around and I was trying to get time cards from everyone. And then they were like, there's no more time. And all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like, I got out of the game. And I was like, there's no more time. And it shocked me because when you have someone that passes away, that's when you realize all you need is time. Like, it doesn't matter. I have a lot of money, but then I didn't have more time. So why do I need the money for if there's no more time? And that was really shocking for me, because then it's like, what you need is time. You cannot get time with money. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many principles. It doesn't matter anything.
The most precious resource.
The most precious thing is time. Yeah. So it was really shocking, and it was a wonderful activity. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Time for 1 more. 1 more. Up there. 1 more up here. Okay. Sorry, that was the last one. You can share more at lunchtime, I promise.
I was going to talk about just my experience of being reminded the importance of shared leadership and how that can impact collaboration, and when people are just working together, and how a hierarchy can constrict that in how things work. And I found, like, just supporting each other and that idea of leadership where people just, you help them do what they need to do is often forgotten.
And I found a lot of shared leadership that was starting to emerge. And it's kind of a nice segue to this, in that we could just go to Belém and try and do things. And we realized that we had to share this organic organization of 2030 SDG facilitators to try and share this. In the same way how TEDxChiangMai Countdown is run, it's the shared leadership and allowing people to excel or to contribute in the way that makes sense to them. I want to give you all a chance to send messages to Brazil. And what's happening now, this lady, Christina, who is running games in the blue and the green zone, she's there with a couple of other facilitators. But we have these new insights. Well, in Japanese, we call them kazukis, expanded awareness, where you realize you're not separate from a thing, you're completely interconnected with it. I have 10,000 other slides. They're not important. What is important now, I would like, is to give you a chance to hit this QR code, and if you had a microphone and you could speak directly to the delegates in Belém, directly to all the people that are participating, what message would you share? What insight would you like them to connect with you on? Can you share a couple of messages? And then in a moment, but not yet, in a moment, we will share you the whole wall of messages that are being shared from around the world, of which your voices are now part of that. Can you just take a minute to scan and share a message? I'll give you the cue. And if you need a bigger QR code, here's a bigger QR code. Anyone still need more time to scan? Because I will actually bring up the Padlet in a second. Is it connecting? You're getting, give me a nod if you're connecting through to the Kazuki wall. No, it's a texting. You will be texting. It's the idea of a microphone. Sorry. Yeah. But you've helped me redesign the slide. I will now take the word microphone out of it because it can get lost. So while you're typing, let's find out what other people around the world and in Brazil are saying. So we're going to switch to the Padlet. So your messages are coming up, as are messages from thousands of other people who are currently participating in this game. This is just a scrolling Kazuki, expanded awareness messages that are coming up. I encourage you to send messages during lunch if you want. We're going to play this game again tomorrow. And if you are sharing this with other people who aren't in the room now and you think, do you know what, this was a good experience, or this was a painful experience, but you still need to go through it, then feel free to encourage them to sign up for tomorrow morning's game. I've run the game more than 150 times. There are never two games the same, which is why I love playing this. This is probably 10% of the work I do, but boy, I love doing this because of the experiences you are having and sharing with each other. I think we should have a group photo and call it a day. Can I get you all to come to the front? We're going to do a group photo. Can we turn the lights on in the room? Can we turn the lights on more full in the room? You can keep these playing in the background. That's fine. We're going to do actually, I'm going to switch back to my laptop now. Let's switch back. Can I get you all to come up to the front, line up in front of the stage? We're going to take a group photo to capture the moment and just for insurance purposes. Come and join us at the front. Let's have a row of people on the stage as well for the more nimble of us. Would anyone like to stand on the stage? You want to stand on the red spot? Look at that red spot. Come on, nimble up. We get a few people on the stage, 2 people sitting on the stage, whatever you want to do. So a few people on, a few people in front. Sorry. Let's take a group photo. Squeeze in so we can see the TEDx as well. Let's squeeze in so we can see. It's good for branding. Or you can sit in front of Ted. Go on, yes. You've got the height on you. There's staircase at the front if you want. Let's do the staircase up here. All right. I'll just stand here. All right, let's get a couple of group photos. Call it. All right, everybody say SDGs. SDGs. But hold it. Thank you. We can also share the photos with everyone's cameras because we are all connected. Okay. Okay, now we do the real one. All right, here we go. This is the professional one. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you for sharing the morning with us. Food is in another room downstairs, I believe. Thank you to all the facilitators, translators, back of house support staff, camera people. Thank you.